Hello everyone, it's me Essie Maloney aka Summer Bimshire. In this video, I will be doing mango picking and just sharing some general agriculture tips. Hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Today I went mango picking with my brother. Actually, let me make that more specific. We went green mango picking because we have a problem with birds, so we have to pick the mango green before the birds get them. I have my luscious fruit picker and a fabulous bucket to get the job done. There are so many varieties of mangoes. There are West Indian varieties, American varieties, and even Indian varieties. For my mango tree particularly, I do not know which kind of mango it is, but I know that I love it because the texture is not stringy. The texture is fabulous. Currently, we are on our way to the mango tree, but while we are on our way to the mango tree and picking some mangoes, I will just discuss a few things which regards around planting and fruit trees. First, I would like to mention a few mango varieties I was talking about earlier. Some mango varieties in the West Indian category are Julie. Everybody know the Pawi, the mango long. There's also Imperial and Graham or Graham. Wow, these mangoes on fleek! Yes! Anyhow, back to mango varieties. Some mango varieties in the American category are Kent, we got something called Canon Thomas, Hayden, and something called Kiet or Kiet. And for the Indian category, we have Ceylon and Bombay. One tip I would give when planting trees, especially for beginners, instead of planting from a seed of the tree you wish to plant, you might want to consider transplanting an up-and-coming tree. I can't remember if this mango tree came from a seed or transplant, but I did transplant other trees and they sprung up so beautifully. 3 tips I will give when transplanting trees. Tip number 1. Dig a big hole and make it a practical hole. You know you don't want to dig a big outrageous hole. After you dug out that hole, the soil you got the hole from, you can mix it with some phosphate and with some manure. You can even mix it with some fertilizer and even some volcanic ash. Tip number 2, people. You need to put some soil in the hole. Then you need to put the tree in the hole. Try to level it as much as possible. After you level it, pat the remainder of the soil around the roots. Tip number 3, get some water to water it so that it can reset the soil. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, yes, we do have a problem with birds, and as you just saw, that mango was totally beaten down with, bird picks. So I asked my uncle, how can we fix this problem? First, he mentioned to me that it's difficult to keep birds away. Then he went on to mention that you need to set something up to attract them, like a bird bath, a bird feeder, and provide food and water, to keep them busy, to keep them distracted. But at the end of all of that, he said, it's still not a guarantee because birds use trees as their refuge. The birds got the best of it. So, that is my story on green mango picking. Before this video ends, I will just give you a few more tips on planting. When it comes to trees, you have to make sure that they're in an area where there's proper drainage. You also need to be very mindful of the area where you're planting the tree. Not too close to buildings, driveways, or fences. You don't want it to become crowded. When it comes to watering, you definitely don't want to overwater your plant. That can cause soil-borne diseases and it can retard the spread of roots, especially in young trees. Also take note at what time you're watering your plant. You definitely do not want to water your plant 12 o'clock at midday, but rather early morning, late afternoon, night. Observe your trees. You need to look out for wilting or off-color foliage. These may be signs of moisture stress. It's me, Summer Bimshire. See you in my next video.